Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Hey, tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Good Monday evening to you, and welcome back to So What You Think Beyond the Gates Unlocked. I hope everybody's had a really great weekend. I'm trying to set up my stuff while I'm talking to you guys. I hope everybody's had a really good weekend. Mine was pretty good. I can't complain. Stuff happens, but stuff happens. So what you gonna do? Take it and roll with it. That's all you can do, baby. Take it and roll with it. And hopefully you did the same thing. Hold on, let me pull up this channel. It's gonna make some noise for a second. Give me a minute to turn it down. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna get signed in. I want to hit the like button myself. And anyway, I'm glad you guys are back here to join me for the recap of today's show, which was good. I thought it was really good. I did. I almost put the Tia's Hot song on. I did. I started to. I thought about it. I did. And I'm just saying, this Miss Lynette has busted up in the room, and busted up in here. I like her. I do. I like her. I do so fine. I mean, because of the ignorance she can bring. Hold on, y'all know I'm always forgetting to. Where's this oil? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm sorry. My hands are always dry when I get on here. And I have to get my 7th Avenue Beauty peach body oil out and put it on my hands so my hands are not dry. Okay. But anyway, I always forget to do that. I guess because I be dealing with so much paper right before I come on here is probably the reason why. All right, you guys, if you want to be a gatekeeper too, then all you need to do is drop a comment down in the comment section so that we know that you're there and we can give you your official fanfare and welcome into the gatehood, into the Gatekeepers Gang. Okay, so make sure you get down there and write a little comment. Hello, how you doing? I'm here. One of them. It could be an emoji. We don't really care. If it's your first time doing so, then you will get your original fan. Everybody here has gotten a fanfare. Every person here. Okay, at one time or another. Now, we do like to share a few laughs about what goes on with these doggone Duprees because we like to gossip about them, but then we like to get a little serious and talk about that. Now, on Friday night is when we really get serious, baby. We be over here all the We be over here debating and all of the characters in the storyline. So if you want a part of that, then make sure you over here on Friday nights because that's when we really dig in, okay? Because we have a live this panel that comes up. Anybody that wants to can come up here and say something, as long as you're respectful and all of that, then you can come on down and have your say on Friday night. Okay, you guys. If you're new to the channel, if you're not new to the channel, please make sure that nothing jankety has happened with YouTube and that you think that you're subscribed to this channel and you're not subscribed to this channel. So if you're listening now, if you're listening later in the replay gang, when Miss Elaine takes over to make sure y'all doing what you're supposed to do over there in the replay game, then make sure that you really are still subscribed to this channel. Because I've been hearing from other channels that some things have been happening, kind of funny, stuff happens. So just make sure that you really are subscribed to the page. And if you're not, take care of that today for me. We are serious about our like button over here. And because of that, we do have our own officer of the doggone like button. And that would be Miss Belinda Hill. So whenever you don't hit the like button to her liking, then you'll see this.
Hey, you, hit the like button.
And she will indeed remind you to do just that. We have some wonderful mods over here, so say hello to the mod squad and to Tony Lynn and the rest of the gang. You gonna get familiar with each other. We family over here. We are. So just make sure we family. So act like it. Speak to somebody when you come up in here. Say hey. What my some of our relatives used to say hey, dog, cat, something. Then if y'all had Southern people, then you know that's what they used to say. Come up in here and say something. Say hey, dog, cat, something. Say something. All right. If you want to support the channel by way of a super sticker or super chat, please feel free to do so. The Cash App is also scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you prefer to send it directly, it would be appreciated by the channel by way of a thank you, or just want to offer some support to the channel for the behind the scenes things that we have to take care of over here, or that I have to take care of over here on a monthly basis. That would be appreciated also. Since you're over here and you're listening every day and you want to do a little something, please do. Now, gatekeepers, we have to protect our name, so please be sure to use the hashtag down there for us. Hashtag Gatekeeper Gang. Hashtag So What You Think. Thank you guys so much. Now, let me get my romper room mirror out and see which one of my superstars are down here typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Well, I'll tell you who's typing in the comments. Let me scroll up. I don't have that much to scroll today. First in the house is Mr. Raven Maniac, and he says, hello, fellow gatekeepers, Miss Jen, Mod Squad. I'm over here in the gallery, patiently and poignantly pondering the events of the day, and I can't wait to savor the flavor of some steaming BTGT. And hello to you, Mr. Raven Maniac. Linda Bias says, greetings, gatekeepers, peepers, hedge hoppers, and bushwatchers. Hello to you too, cousin Linda. Let's see who we have. Belinda Hill says, hello, Miss Jen, Tony Land, Elaine T, Mod Squad. Happy Monday. And of course, I hit the like button on the way in. And why? Because she's the officer of the doggone like button. That's why. Let's see who else. Linda said, don't forget to hit the like button. Rhonda Reed is checked in and says, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's had a good day. Today is my grandgirl's birthday. Y'all wish my, what is her name? Charlie. Ooh, that's a cute way to spell her name. I have never seen that before. I've never seen Rhonda. That's cute. Is that the baby that's in the picture? Her 7 today. Her 7 today. I remember when I was 7. I do. It was just 20 years ago I was 7? Shut up, y'all. Just shut up. I said what I meant. You heard what I said. Okay, 30 years ago I was 7. But I'm not going no further. Okay. Miss Lil says, puts down her hashtag and says hello to you guys. And Bilo Didi, who shall remain nameless because she was picking on Bill last week. She in timeout for a little while today. Hey, Bilo Didi, she says, hey, gatekeepers, Miss Jenna Mons. Greetings. Oh, KB Mommy's checked in and she says, greetings. It's So What You Think, my Mod Squad sisters, Linda, Bilo Didi, Destiny, her cousin Tony Lynn, her sister Officer Belinda Hill, and her boo Elaine T, and my good friend Bailiff Raven Maniac. All right, y'all. Miss Lil says, good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods. And good evening to you too. She said, yes, she is I done told you she cute. But her 7 today, it's 7 today, it's 7 today. Ooh, I would love to be 7. Listen, when the last time y'all tried to skip? Maybe somebody said that, and I was like, I can skip. What they talking? If y'all ain't tried to skip in a while, give it a try. Give it a try, see what happened. Well, you go in your mind, you about to skip like you did when you was 10. Baby, it's about to show you something, okay? It's about to show you something. The mind is a terrible thing. KB Mommy sends out her birthday wish to Charlie. I love the way her name is spelled. Don't y'all like that? I like that. Yes, sis, you hit a nerve last week. You talking about Bilo Didi and did. No, she was over here calling Bill Big Belly. What you be calling Bill? Nothing, y'all leave Bill alone. That's all right. I got y'all now. You can still skip to the Lou My Darling. Girl, you dipping in and doing it, but you young, girl. You know. Okay, hey, Miss Jan, Gatekeepers Mars. I like the live stream. Wait. Oh, you like the live stream? I just watched Beyond the Gates. It was interesting. It was. I just rewatched or listened to some of it and realized that there was a few little things that I missed. So I'm glad. Okay, that she said she can still skip to the loop. All right, let me get to it because I want to get on to it. Let's unlock these gates and see what happened today. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right, let's see what happened today. Let's see what happened today. Beyond the gates. Oh, beyond the gates. I got a feeling I skipped taking some pictures, but that's all right. We'll make it through. Anita and Nicole met up at Uptown, and Anita said that she had been really busy lately, but she was glad that she had a chance to sit down and have this little lunch with Nick O. So she tells Nicole that she's just got some Christmas shopping on her mind, because she was like, "What's on your mind, Mom?" And she's like, "I just got Christmas shopping on my mind, girl. I'm trying to figure out what to get your daddy, who seems to have a sparkle in his eye lately. Y'all can stop trying to lead us down this he having an affair with Sharon Child, because we know he ain't doing nothing with no Sharon. Not no Sharon girl. Not no Sharon girl. But I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say again. But I got my good eye on Tracy. Okay. Vernon was over to Danny's house. You know, this reminded me of when my dad. Listen, tell y'all something. I know y'all get tired of him with my daddy, but this is my daddy, so I'm going to talk about him, okay? Because he earned all that. But listen. When Vernon dropping by to see her remind me of how my daddy would do. You know, always would pull us to the side and talk to us by ourselves and come see us on his own. You know, I liked it, Dad. It was fun. Daddy time. That was cute. So it reminded me of my daddy doing that. Okay, but anyway, he stops by and she's like, "Yo, Dad, you came to see me." He said, "Well, I didn't really come to see you. I came to see Andre." And she's like, "Really?" He said, "I'm working on a present for your mama, so I need his help." Now over at Bill's office. Okay. Hold on, let me take this comment down. Hold on. Okay. Now over at Bill's office, the new girl and Haley over there half shaking hands because they know one another. Okay. She's like, "Nice to meet you, Mrs. Hamilton." And she said, "Please call me Haley." Baby, they was looking at each other like the little sneaky links that they are. Just sneaky. Just low down. Just slippery slimy. In this ill-fitted suit she got on over here trying to look like she rich. Little girl, please. I gotta know what she came over here for. Because did she come over here to get Bill? That's all I want to know. Did she hear research Bill and she was intending to get Bill? Girl, was that you came up here for? And then Haley got that first? I don't know. But then she said something later that leads me to believe that she knew. Anyway, I'll get back to that. Now, Martin is at home and he's going over some of the things that Shonda then put together for him on his schedule. And one of the things is a new law that may affect Joey Armstrong. So he's a little hesitant about that. And then of course, Smitty why? Smitty, you know what? You ask too many questions sometimes. Sometimes people don't want to have their life on the jeopardize. Okay. Could that just be enough, Smitty? Now, Randy Smandy is over here at Joy's house talking about the same AML bill that they trying to pass, that Martin was talking about. The AML standing for the anti-money laundering bill. He's like, "Listen, if this comes up, it could affect my business." And then he was like, "Well, what you worried about that for? Because you've been washing your money through Vanessa." He said, "Yeah, even that ain't working out the way that it's supposed to work out." So I was like, Why it's not working out though? Is it because you falling in love, Joey? Because I'm trying to figure it out. Because she lets you do whatever you want to do. She sure enough do that. So she's still doing business. So maybe you starting to feel some kind of way for her. We don't know. We don't even hardly know, sir. Then Randy told him, he said, "Nah, it's something else I got to tell you about too that you may not like." I was like, "Ooh, what?" Because I'm nosy, child. Randy, what you get? I would like to say on a sidebar. Now, Randy got the shoulders and the neck meat to be wearing this kind of outfit right here. Okay. He got the arms, the pecs, the neck. He got everything he needed to be wearing these fitted tops. So I would like to vote for him to have his jacket off more because I believe that we could understand his dialogue a little better when he wearing shirts like this. Y'all with me? Okay. Am I alone? Oh, no. Now, Lynette and Haley are looking at each other very carefully up and down as they chat. They chatting it up, and Bill tells her that they are headed to take a vacay soon. And she's like, really, where y'all going? She asked Bill because she knew not to even ask Haley because she needs an answer. Because Haley could have. So she asked Bill, she says, really? And where are you going? He said to St. Bart's, to our vacation home that we just bought there. And she was like, isn't that nice? Looking at Haley like, girl, you over here dipping it and doing it. So then Caroline goes ahead and locks her in as a client because she says, after listening to how great you are, I think I'm all locked in now. And Haley was looking like, you have for you. And I was like, girl, it take one to know one, girl. So don't be calling her something that you is yourself. So then as she left, little Miss Lynette told Haley, she said, I do hope that we'll be seeing each other again soon. And then they look at each other up and down rather sarcastically. I was like, child, what this about to be? Because I can't tell if they like each other, didn't like. You know what, Haley, did you run off on her in the middle of one of y'all scams or something, girl? Because Lynette got attitude with you. She just didn't want to blow your game up because we don't know what she in town for yet. So blow you up, blow her up, But that don't mean you don't owe her. Okay? Because it looked like it's up and stuck with her. I wouldn't trust her no more than I trust you. Now, so she goes and leaves, right? Now, Vernon lets them know that I have found this picture how I want to put this up too. Because that's the way she was looking at Haley when she said, nice meeting you, Mrs. Hamilton. I do hope that we will meet again soon. Or did she call her Haley? Hold on. Yeah, she says, Haley, I hope we'll be seeing each other again soon. She called her by her full name. She said, Haley, I do hope we'll be seeing each other again soon. That's the face she gave. I was like, But you know what's funny? Is that her and Haley have the same kind of face like that. See this? Them sneaky faces. Y'all men better be careful trying to get you something cute and young, baby, because they be on one sometimes. They just do. Now, Vernon lets them know that what he bought over was something that he had years ago, a picture that, no. One of his constituents gave him a picture. I'm sorry, sidebar. Is he still a senator or was he a senator? Do you still have constituents if you used to be a senator? Why are you still referring to these people as your constituents? Ain't these Martin's constituents? Somebody help me out. Is he presently still a senator? Is it two? Or once you're a senator, you always a senator? Somebody help me out. But anyway, he brought them a picture to somebody that had given him that was another thing, sidebar again. Somebody loves these pocketed jackets on him that look like them walking suits back from the 70s. See them pockets up there? Them pockets are very much from the 70s. That's a 70s pocket up there on his chest up there on Vernon. Somebody, because that's the same thing. This the same thing, same style he had on at the Winterfest. Is this a sign that this is coming back? But I digress. Anyway, one of his constituents had given him an old picture of him and Anita from when they first met, when they was on that march years ago. And it was from a newspaper clipping. But, newspapers back then was highly pixeled. A lot of, just all the pictures were made out of dots, really, that put the picture together. And he wanted Andre to clean it up for him and make the picture better. So this will be part of his gift that he's putting together for Anita. And I thought, oh, that's cute because I do love an old sentimental gift because I'm sentimental. I like stuff like that. Now, Anita is mighty quiet. She's quiet as a church mouse over here at this table, right? And she says, I'm just thinking about the gift I'm trying to give for Vernon. But she says, I'm good, but Vernon really gives really good gifts. So I doubt that I will ever be able to outdo him. He's such a good gift giver. And then she gets a phone call, and it's her doctor. They done found a lesion in her breast, and they want to get a biopsy done. And the doctor who's available to do the biopsy had a cancellation, and they could get her in today in an hour if she can make it. So she hangs up and she tells Nicole that it was about the Duprees charity and everything. Just lying. She don't want nobody to know. I wish I was this kind of strong woman, could go take care of stuff like this by myself, because I don't want to. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I had to find somebody to go with me, because sometimes I need somebody to go with me, hold my hand too. And it's just a regular checkup, but still, I don't like the doctor. I never have. I never will. So I wish I was more like this. I did. The baby to go through a whole biopsy by yourself? Not me. Now, Martin, hold on. I want to show the doctor's face, because, whenever these people get a chance at some roles, we want to be familiar with their face too. I think her name is Dr. Owen. Dr. Owen is this doctor's name. And the other doctor, she got another name, of course, she's different doctor. But Dr. Owen is this doctor here. So we always want to show these people when they get these roles, okay? All right, anyway, Martin says that the town, has a town hall soon. But Smitty wants to talk about this AML law, the one that Joey was talking about, the anti-money laundering bill that they talking about trying to pass. He was like, don't change the subject. I want to get back to talking about that. He says, I just want to be sure that it's, structured right, that it's got the right things within it if I'm going to be voting for it. Smitty, what he's trying to tell you is they are beholden to Joey. And ain't nobody trying to upset Joey. Joey got too much information to be upsetting him. So could you please sit over there in your little blue sweater and be quiet? Because it ain't your life that's really on the jeopardy. So just be quiet, please. Oh, Lord. He was like, just don't end up doing Joey no favor. He was like, I won't. But he will if he got to do what he got to do. Stop harassing people. Thank you. Now, some money Joey gave to somebody, Richardson, was given back because the person said they didn't want his dog money for no donations. And he said that they don't need it coming to light anyway. People will take these dark donations, but they don't want the donation coming to light. The coming to light part is the part that be a problem for people, okay? But Joey knows that all these businesses that he's got, that these people have, that they ain't all on the up and up. It's like some 800 million, or did he said $1 billion that crosses hands in these casinos each year. He must be billion. Do you think he meant million or billion? Because I forgot which one he said. Anyway, it's a lot of money. Either one I would happily take, okay? And he says, so somebody getting their money somewhere, okay? And I'm tired of these folks. Randy just gets a text message while he's talking to him from Haley, which says that I need to see you pronto. So Bill tries to take time off to spend it with her. Oh, wait, I wrote that on the same line. I shouldn't have did that. Okay, so anyway, Randy got a message from Haley saying she needed to meet up ASAP. Now, Bill started telling Haley, maybe I'll go with you today and hang out and take the afternoon off. She was like, nope, nobody, nope. He was like, no, I think I'll go with you. She said, okay, fine. I'm going to get my nails done, and I'll just get a mani-pedi, and you can get a mani-pedi, because for a man that don't mani-pedi, he ain't about to be trying to go no mani-pedi, sitting up talking to you about nothing while you getting your nails done. Ain't nobody like Bill about to be going to get all that done. He ain't. He just ain't. So she knew the way to shake him off. And he was like, oh, I tell you what, you go on and do that. She was like, okay then, Bill. Girl, you better go home and manipulate your little Billy Willie. Because he's slow when it comes to you anyway. Now, Andre can use some special kind of program to clean up this picture for them. And Danny said, well, can't you just do that with an app? He said, no, apps don't do what I can do. That stuff is not as advanced as what we people who really deal with photography can do. Thank you very much. AI ain't replaced us yet. It ain't got you that good yet. Especially where Black people are concerned, because it don't really know how to do stuff for us as well. It don't. But anyway, he said that he'll go and he'll work on it. So he said, let me go to my condo where I have that software, and then I'll go and make a copy of it so I have it on that hard drive and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to my condo. So when he leaves, Vernon was like, Andre still got a condo? Girl, why your husband still got a condo? Why your husband still got a separate house from you? Yeah, Danny, why? Now I understand they just got married and everything. Could your husband have a condo separate from you? Because I don't think mine could. I mean, I don't know what we need all that for. Even if you give me a key, what we need a separate place like this for? I don't know. We got a pool house. These children can move, and they can move into your condo, and we could use the pool room for people that may stop by. And I don't know. Do y'all gonna let y'all may have a whole separate house? Maybe this is what rich people do. And even if I'm rich, baby, we together. Okay. Anyway, he just wanted to know why your husband over there got his own house, child. Are you waging your bets? Are you hedging your bets on this marriage, Danny? Spoken like a true daddy would. I'm about to tell you now. Vernon getting right to the business, and I don't blame him. Randy meets Haley at Uptown. They don't mind meeting in public no more. Y'all everywhere. Now, the Duprees was just up in here. Well, do y'all sign in on the schedule sheet so y'all know ain't nobody in there? Linda, this is what I say. If I got a light bill and you got a light bill, we ain't together. We can't have no separate light bills and we be together. No, sir. Now. But anyway, they gonna meet right in the daytime down to the Uptown. Haley, is you gonna get your nails done before you go home, girl? Or you gonna tell Bill the line was on? Because you said you was getting them done when you talked to him. Bill a lawyer, girl. It's hard to lie to them lawyers. But then again, maybe not, because you over there putting stuff in his drink and he can't even figure that part out. But anyway, they meet up together at Uptown, and Bill still thinks, and she says, Bill still thinks that he fell out because he got low blood sugar. That's what he thought made him pass out. And he was like, oh, okay. And she says, but I think I want to slow things down. So Randy says, again, what is this now, the fourth time? The Randy done asked her, are you sure you're not falling for him? Why do you keep on asking this question? This the fourth time he done asked her that. Are you sure you're not falling for Bill? Because you did slap him away. You could have just walked out real smooth like you ain't even know he was in there on the floor, Haley. But you slapped him back to life, girl. Do you want him gone or no? Yeah, you ain't even put no more drippity drops in nothing. Keep making up excuses. Maybe you care for Bill more than you think you do. But she said, I'm sick of Bill. I'm sick of even looking at him. Girl, let me tell you something. If you tired of looking up at Bill, big old tall self, pass him over here to one of us, okay? We'll look up there. I don't mind. I do not mind. Anyway, she said, all I feel for that man is irritation. So then she tells him that Lynette done showed up again. And he said, the one that y'all ran scams together with? What? Hey, Shawty. What? Hey, Frank G. Life. What? They used to run scams. Little Haley. Now we are completely leaned in now, baby. They ran scams together. What that mean? What that mean? Now Anita gets to the doctors and tells Dr. Owen that she does not want to tell her family what's going on just yet. I'll handle this on my own. And the doctor suggests to her that she get her some kind of support just in case. And she's like, in case of what? She says, well, this can be overwhelming. I know it was for me when I had it. You may want to. She was like, no, I got it. So then Vernon ends up calling her while she was there talking to the doctor. And he's like, hey, baby, what you doing? You know how Vernon be checking in. What you doing, baby? What you doing? And she said, well, he said, why don't you come over here and join me over to Danny's? I'm over to Danny's right now. And she said, well, I can't right now. Yeah, safari looking suit. I'm just coming to my mind. This style of safari jacket that Vernon is wearing. Is that coming back? Because they done had it on them 2 times this week in the past 7 days. This time. But at either rate, he asked Anita to come join him. She says, I can't right now. I'm a little busy. But you guys have fun. Girl, please, I'd have been like, baby, they out here about to give me bombs, so you got to come down here with me, Lord, like, yeah, I'll wait till you get here. Child, please. I haven't been getting none of that done. I got a whole husband at the house. No, man. You come hold my hand while they going to stick me with this needle. Now, Joey Armstrong stops in to see Bill at his office. He says, usually our meetings are incognito, so what's up? He says, I'm there to discuss your future prospects, in which he'd have plenty to gain, and asked Bill if he's ever thought of running for office. You mean, is Bill interested in having more power? You mean, is Bill interested in having more of a holdover on the Duprees? Bill? Child, you already know you done got Bill thinking. But we'll have to see how this turns out. Because ain't nothing like some more power for old narc. Bill is a narcissistic man, too. Or is he more a chauvinistic man? He a bit of a narc, too, because ain't nothing never his fault, neither. I mean, yeah, he does. But see, all narcissism ain't no straight line. So, but I mean, the way you did your daughter and your wife and everything, child, the way you cheated on the woman right up in her face, behind her back, in front of her face, child, was just diabolical. Now, Joey tells Bill that he could do it if he wanted, and he could run circles around those other folks because he's got all that he needs. You got the attributes. You're smart. You're successful. You look good. He do look good. Thank you for that, Joey. And he said, and I can help you in the behind the scenes thing, okay, with the contributions, okay? Belinda Hill says, we need the like button, Siren. Looks like there's 17 on likes and 38 watching. So please, please, please hit the like button for us. It's free to do, and it helps to support the channel.
Hey, you, hit the like button.
Thank you for that, Belinda. All right, now, he buttering Bill up. You know you're good looking. You know you're tall. You know you're popular. You successful. You is good. You is kind. You is important. That's all he need to hear. He like, okay, think about that. I was like, yeah, you think about that. We'll be back. Now, Haley fills Randy in on the Lynette situation. She got a case. She been embezzling money. And he was like, oh, that tracks. That sounds like what she do. Yep, that sounds like what she do. That sounds like what y'all do. All of y'all's. But he said they need to know what she wants, though. Because he said, I don't believe in no coincidences. You don't believe in coinky dinks. You don't do coinky dinks. He said, I don't do coinky dinks. I doubt. That heifer ain't showed up for nothing out of nowhere. We don't believe it. Hey, Scholar Speedster. They don't believe it. They don't believe it. I don't believe it either. Haley says she didn't seem surprised to see me either. Did she track you down, Haley? Haley, you think she knew about you already, Haley? Haley, what you do to her, though, girl? That's what I want to know. Huh? And Randy was like, well, how much did she embezzle for? She said, what you think? I asked her right in front of him? I couldn't ask her that in front of Bill. But I did sneak and get her phone number out of the file. Girl, how you do that? Because Carolyn was at her desk today. So how you get it, Haley? You must have sent her to go do something. You must have sent her to go look for the purple elephant in the refrigerator while you went in there and you did. You know, because when Carolyn is clocked in, she clocked all the way in, especially where Bill is concerned. Just wait till she find out what you're doing to Bill, girl. It might be a cat fight in the office. And then another thing I found interesting is that when they were standing in that office, Haley told Lynette that I'm a paralegal too. And Haley, now I wonder if that's really true. Hmm? Why you tell her that? Why you tell her? And I'm a paralegal too. I mean, hmm? Is you a paralegal, girl? Or is that a lie? Did you falsify some paperwork? Because you know all you had to do was grin at Bill to do what you do, girl. He was going to hire you anyway. I mean, I couldn't find my paperwork. Okay, but whatever. We're going to find out, though. Because I got a feeling, like I said, Lynette got an axe to grind with you. And I want her to hurry up and grind it. Because I want to know what it is myself. Okay. Now, she says she done got that phone number, so she's going to be in touch with Miss Lynette real soon. And I hope so. Martin updates his mom on his meeting with Kat, and he also told her about that bill that they want him to put his name and stuff behind. And he said that he's thinking about it, but there's some things that need to be worked out. They also talk about Kat and how they talk about how Ted took Eva to the Winterfest, and Nicole said that she was glad that he did that. She was glad for Eva. And then she said she's glad that things are working out for Eva. She said because Eva has been through so much with her mother. And I thought, but I know on the other side of that, we're still looking for her to show more, to be more locked into what's going on with Kat. But like I said, I think that what the issue is that this character has been written in such a way that she's a brat, and therefore they're dealing with her like you do a brat. Girl, gone, because you'd be like, child, she doing it. Yeah. Okay, girl. Okay. Not realizing that there's some deeper things going on that maybe needs to be addressed with Kat, because as Martin told her, she's starting to feel threatened about her position in the family because she was Dad's only daughter, and now she's got to share that space with Eva. But Dr. Nicole says that she does hope that soon Eva will get on. Kat will get on board with moving on. Now, again, I'm going to say that I agree with the most of you that they need to let Kat move in her own time as far as having a relationship with Eva. But that for the sake of but for the sake of Kat needs to get on with the forgiveness piece so that she can not have that, carrying that in her spirit. But some of you feel different. Some of y'all like to carry that around. Not me. I ain't got time. But for some, it works. For some people, they feel that works for them till it don't work no more. But we'll see. I'm not talking about nobody making a fool out of whatever. Now, they also set a timeline for some things where they said that it was just last Christmas that Bill got engaged to Haley. So they got engaged just a year ago this month. So in a year, they got engaged, got married, broke up the family. Like all this stuff has happened. So it's been a short amount of time. But again, we have to remember that this is television and not real life. We have to move storylines on. I mean, do you want to wait a whole 2 years from now before Kat moves on from this? Because this show could be gone and we could be done seeing other things develop in the storyline. So just try to look at it that way, the writing as it is, that they write things the way that they do, because for the sake of they got to move the story along. Like they can't stay on stuff too long, so they got to move the story along, move it along. So all right, anyway, so he updates his mom on what happened with Eva and how Kat, and how he wants to make more time for her. And she said that's good. She really needs that. And then they talk about that bill and that his constituents want him to take a look at that has to do with the money laundering. And he also wants to involve his mom in that as well, as far as there being something written into it for people to get counseling who get gambling habits like Doug had. Now, why y'all got to pull Doug name all up in it? Even though that is what happened to him, poor Doug. Even though, Doug, I don't think you're going nowhere. I'm waiting for you to walk in and just tear everybody face up. Everybody, honey. Now, as Anita... let me get to the right picture. As Anita waits on the test to start, she reflects on her family and many of the moments that they've shared together. And she's nervous, as anybody would be. She's nervous about it, but trying to be very brave. And All that. That's a cute little gown she got. Do y'all get a gown that pretty in color when y'all go? Because I ain't seen that, but then maybe it's in the upper area. I don't know, but that's cute. That look like nice fabric and everything. They don't look like that old hard cotton that they give us. This look like a soft gown. This look like this about a $60-$70 little night shirt to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But anyway, she getting set up for the test, and she's just they have her reflecting back. Now Martin asked his mom about the bill, about the gambling addictions and all of that. And I got ahead of myself. But anyway, they talked about how this happened with Doug, and she hopes that he's not coming out to support that bill. She says that she's like, I hope you're not going to be supporting that bill, because she's worried about Joey. She already knows that this is something that will affect Joey, and she's like, I really hope you're not going to come out in support of that bill, because you know Joey's not going to like it. And it could provoke him. And I don't want you hurt. That makes sense. But you know Martin gonna do what Martin wanna do. Now Bill gets on the phone and calls Haley to see how her nail appointment is going. I hope you ain't gonna get that black nail polish. It's kind of creepy to me. She creepy, so what difference do it make? But anyway, she said that she was still at her nail appointment while she's sitting all up at Uptown nursing a drink. I hope somebody see you. I hope somebody see you up in there today. Okay. So he tells her, he said, listen, guess what? Joey wants me to run for office. And did y'all see Haley come out of character for a minute? She was like, I don't like that. That's a bad idea.
I mean, Bill, I just don't think you'll have the time. You just said you were going to.
Baby, she went from sweet to sour back to sweet. Boom, 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 just like that.
Hi, Bill. Well, I'm still getting my appointment done, honey. What's going on? Run for office.
I think that's a bad idea. What would you?
I mean, if that's what you, I just think that you got to do anything.
She got off that phone. She rolled her eyes so hard, I thought they was going to get stuck up there. I was like, girl, do y'all think she just tired of him for real or what? I don't know what to think sometimes. Now, Vernon and Danny talk about Bill emceeing the Winterfest. He was like, so come on with it, Danny. Why you still got Bill running all up and through? She was like, oh, no, it was just tradition, because that's what we usually do. He was like, because you know he been buzzing around you like a bee. Every honeybee singing. Every honeybee. He buzzing around you like a honeybee, baby. And your daddy see it. Mm-hmm. Every time you walk by, goodness knows, you're his honeysuckle rose. Everybody know it. We can see it. We ain't forgot about his hand on your thigh meat. We ain't forgot about y'all hugged up on that stack. We ain't thought about y'all locking lips a couple times. We ain't forgot. And your daddy don't even know all that went on, and everybody can still see it. But anyway, he says, I just want you to be happy, as me and Anita are. She's like, we could never do that, Daddy. What you guys have is so rare. And he was like, well, that's true. You know, I am special. But maybe you can get you something close. But it seems that you and Andre have something pretty good. But you know. Okay. He says, well, one of the things is I've never taken your mother for granted, ever. We hope that's true. Because again, while I do not think you are cheating with Sharon, I think Sharon just teaching you how to sing for next week, sir. But Tracy is another. I got my foot on Tracy's neck. Now, the doctor explains the odds, the odds and the procedure to Anita. She's being brave and she pushes through. She says, although, and you can see that she's nervous. She played this very well. I'm going to tell y'all something. This doctor played this doctor role so good. I was thinking she was a real doctor that came on just to do this part right here. Because if this an actress, she did her thing. I believed her as a doctor. I did. Right down to the tight bun with the low lights under there. You see she need a touch up of her color up under there because she be too busy as a doctor. To that bang, to the bang. Bilo Didi, you know all about the bang. Look, the doctor got her bang. Look, I told you leave Bill alone. See, when she started messing with Bill, girls up and stuff. Look, she got her bang. She need a touch up on this blonde hair color, baby. She playing the role to me. She's small. She got on a small little necklace. She look like a real doctor to me. She do. She do. She do. I believe her in this role. I did. I want her to take my temperature when she finished what I need her. But anyway, she explains the whole procedure to her and how things are gonna go and all of that. She's nervous. She should be, and because this could be life changing for her. So I can understand why she's nervous completely. Now, Martin and Smitty chat about the campaign and involving the kids behind the scenes. And he was like, it sounds like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, to me, Martin, trying to involve the kids. And he was like, no, he said, but you just make sure the kids really want to be involved with it, okay? Don't be trying to just involve them just so that you ain't got to feel guilty about all this time you got to spend at work. But look, sometimes people got to spend time at work. These kids are almost grown. And Smitty, look, that's what you at home for, to fill in the blank, sir. Although, Martin, you should make time for the kids. But I'm just saying, don't be trying to act like Martin got to be here in the morning, noon, and night. Somebody got to go out there and work. Somebody got to bring home the bacon. I'm just saying now, calm down. Let this man do his job. But Smitty thinks he's trying to have the best of both worlds. But it'll be okay if you balance it. That's what we were saying. Why you in here causing all these problems? Moving home. Now, Andre done come back from over there at his house, where his daddy done told his daughter he shouldn't have his house because y'all notice where him and Ashley about to meet up and have a conversation. I didn't know you were still here. I thought maybe you had sold it. I don't know. I had just stopped by, just feeling the nostalgic, blah, 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 blah. Because we could be using that set for something else. So you need to move on in here with Danny, because we ain't really need for you to have no house. We need other people to have a home, sir. Okay? So get on out of the condo. But anyway, he done come back. He will be able to save the picture for Vernon and make it look better. And they will hide the picture at Danny's house when it's done so that Anita don't run up on it before time. Very good. Now, Anita is still at the doctor getting her post-care instructions. Put some ice on it. Don't do this and that. Don't be letting Vernon reach over there and grab it. Nothing. You got to tell him, I don't grab nothing. You got to let him know. Now, how you gonna explain it? I don't know. But you got to let Vernon don't be reaching and tugging and you can't do all that. Okay. So she's giving her a post care. The doctor will get back to her in a few days. And she's like, a few days, not today. She says, no, that's the hardest part. But give us a few days and I'll get back to you. Girl, we got to sit up here and wait with her. Now, back at Uptown, Miss Lynette done walked in there. Her and Haley meet up at Uptown. Turns out Haley's name is Val, which I'm thinking is short for Valerie. Because she's like, hello, Val. I was like, so that's Haley's name, Val. Lynette said, it's so good to see you, too. It's been too long. I said, what is all this attitude that they got going on? Look how Haley was looking at her. Look like she was looking at Haley. Look here. Look. You see this girl? Lynette look like she ain't about to play with you. I think Brandy right, baby. She done ran up on you for a reason. Valerie. Girl, let us find out. Let us find out that you got just as many names as Dana, Leslie, Sherry, and Lulu. Baby, Haley, Val has entered the chat. But look, ain't nobody staying up at that condo because he couldn't have ran up in there to go get that paperwork and all that stuff up in there. It's just over there. But maybe he could lease it out. Like I said, let the girls go over there and stay, because we don't really need to see them that much. No way. We need other sets for other things. We need other people to have houses. Leslie gonna need something when she get this mansion together. Okay? Pretty soon we're gonna have to have all of the Hawthorns arguing over at one of their houses. And Lord knows Naomi and them deserve a bigger crib than that room they living in. She a lawyer, for God's sake, and he's a police officer. Y'all making more money than that. I would stay in my grandmama and them pool house before I stay over there. I ain't about to lie. That's too little for me. I ain't staying in that. I ain't staying in that. Ain't no man moving me into no studio, but they young. You know, when you're young, you're crazy. You don't know no better, but you ain't moving me into no little studio. I need some room. I need some room to breathe. Walk around, get away from you. I can't just walk in a circle and walk right back into you, no stuff. Let me check out a couple of these comments before we get out of here. Let me scroll up and stop. Boom. I wonder if Randy is behind info about Bill's contributions leaking. Randy is correct about Lynette. Of course. Oh, she know about Haley. They were working together back in the day. Frank, like you right. Boy, 3 scammers in the gate: Scaly, Randy, Sammy, and Lynette. Randy, Sammy, Net. Randy, Sammy, Net, Val. Scaly, Randy. Okay, I see what you got. Scaly, Randy, Sammy, Lynette. Haley probably lied to Caroline about getting into that info for that client. She had to, but see, Caroline, sometimes you're nosy, sometimes you're not. You're not nosy when we need you to be. Because I'd have been like, why she slapped that tea out my hand the way she did? You and Naomi. I'd have told my daddy, you know she slapped that tea out my hand. Okay, Keisha. Scarlet Speedster. Shaylee Haley Val Valerie. Shaylee Haley Val Valerie. Whoever her old partner in crime, Lynette, called her, hopefully will soon get caught. Those two were on the scam team, not the glam team. You're right about that. Nope, we get ugly gowns. And they stiff. That's that Dupree money hospital gown. And he is. She's like, don't bring me one of those. I keep one in my, I brought my own. I don't wear that. Other people have had that on for doing God knows what. Bill best be careful with Joey because it's bad enough that Scaly and Randy Sammy are trying to do him in. Adding Joey is worse. Linda says you're right. I don't like those gowns. They are cut in the back, exposing my backside. That's why you got to put them on backwards. And then put one on from the front. Lies, lies, and more lies. I peep Scaly's character change right away. She knows she can switch it up. Haley eye rolls are elite. She's so tired. She is tired of Bill, girl. But don't you, Haley, don't do too much. Girl, I will get you too. I will get you together too. I wonder what Anita is concerned about as far as her health. Well, she's getting a biopsy, so it's breast cancer. Bill, nothing but an ATM to Scaly. And she don't even want him to be an ATM no more. She just wants the bank. She's like, I'm tired of you. And he done listen, even if you came in there to scam the man, right? He done gave me a black car where I can buy what I want. I'm living up in a mansion. I can buy what I want. You done buy me a house in St. Barts and you older than me. I can sit still. I could be patient. You could just sit there and divorce him out the wild, girl. You see, the problem is you want too much. You greedy. I ain't mean no harm, Miss Below Didi. I did not. Scarlet's piece of that nurse said a biopsy for her bosoms. For her bosoms. They can use Andre's condo to add another room to Jacob and Naomi's place because they have one room as far as I can tell. I know. I'm just waiting to see the stove over in the corner, Lord Father. Sounds like they may have concerns about her having, yeah. You know, that's why Anita is nervous. Definitely, at least as many names as Leslie has wigs. Oh, you know, they said some of her names on that other show when they was talking about her IDs. I got to go back and look at that. Who knows? It may turn up in some of the trivia. Because they did give some of her names when they were at the casino talking. Her and Randy, when they were looking at those old IDs. All right. Let's see. Miss Jen, remember how Haley wouldn't let Caroline drink that second cup of tea? I pray she is going to be all right. I hope so too. I don't want to see Anita go through no illness. I ain't ready for no illness on this show. I'm just not. It's been enough. They've been taking people out. Doug gone and everything. I don't know. Especially don't give her nothing and then have her friend tipping around with her man. Have Tracy all up in that house. Very, and then have Anita walk up on that while she's sick. I will throw something at the TV. Nobody want to see all that. Don't nobody want to see all that. All right, y'all. Well, that's what happened today. I thought it was a really good show. I look forward to tomorrow. I was going to try to put something up for the membership this weekend, but I could not find what I wanted to do for the membership. So during the midweek, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I won't be doing nothing tonight. I like to go in there well rested, so my blood pressure is reading right. I don't hear no foolishness. Okay. So yeah. So before we get out of here, let's thank the mods and the gang for all that they do.
Katie Mommy, Bilo Dee, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, I'm gonna put something up midweek for the membership, just for the membership, and see what we can have some fun with. I saw that they did some trivia on one of the cast members did a little trivia, asked the question. And here's the funny thing, and this is the truth. I had just written this question down the night before, and she raised, I did not for you all, I wrote it in my book for the trivia, and then the next day she was on asking that question. And I was like, wow. So I'm going to leave it in my book because in case you saw that video, then you know that'd be one of the answers that you will know. But our little trivia is fun. And again, I want to get back to trying to do some other stuff to work on for the channel and everything, so that we can do some fun things over here. Friday night was really fun, you guys. Although I'm going to start setting a time limit for Friday nights. I'm going to change some things up because I think Friday night is really more about the call-in than it is the review. I've said this before, but I really want to condense that. So maybe Fridays will be the day that I will use ChatGPT to shorten up my review and get right to the what had happened was. Because even when the videos be long, they still get like 500 hits. So if it was shorter, maybe we get even more hits. But then again, it's too long, child. Y'all know I'm gonna have me over here working like a Hebrew slave making bricks without mortar. No. Rhonda Reese, thank you all for all the wishes for her grant for her Charlie, which we love the spelling of her name. That needs to be a TV character's name. Charlie, who's the one that you ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Charlie, y'all remember that commercial? Charlie. I used to love that. Y'all know y'all used to wear that perfume. Go act like you did when you did. Don't try like you did when you did. Mm-hmm. Belinda says, give her a big hug for the gatekeepers. All right, you guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here so that I got some things to prepare. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I got some things to prepare because I want to be in the bed early tonight, have all my stuff laid out. So all I got to do is get up, get dressed, and go. Hopefully tomorrow I can still do the review at the regular time, but my appointment is right up around the time that the gates come on, so I won't be able to watch it until it comes on at 4 o'clock, and I won't have any pictures tomorrow, I don't think. So it will just be a review. Okay. Great chat, Miss Jen, my squad and gatekeepers. I do miss Jen, believe me, you. Hold on a second. Thank you all. I will definitely give her a big hug from you all. Yay. That sounds like a plan. All right, you guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do hope you're having a great day. And if not, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one tomorrow? Thank you, Linda. I hope everything goes well tomorrow, too. It's my yearly wellness check, so we'll see what had happened was. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk to y'all later. Let me see. Keisha says, I'm catching up with y'all. I'm on replay. All right, girl. All right. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.